Chapter 1: The Airspace Loophole. Modern sovereign geography operates on a critical, unrecognized legal border. We call it the 60,000-foot ceiling, an absolute legislative vacuum. Standard aviation sovereignty and domestic flight laws operate below this altitude. Every commercial airline, state, transport, and private jet routes beneath this boundary, and every national aviation agency exercises strict regulatory surveillance over this space. We assume this national sovereignty extended indefinitely into the heavens above, guaranteed by the maritime style, international boundaries and aerospace defense treaties. But behind closed aerospace boardrooms, the 0.1% see a vertical loophole. They see the unmapped stratosphere, beginning where standard airspace jurisdiction ends, and ending where the International Outer Space Kármán line officially begins. They know this vertical gap is completely untouched by domestic legislation, operating as a physical and legal gray zone directly over sovereign nations. The elites are refusing to remain chained to the laws of the soil. They are actively executing their physical, cryptographic, and economic secession by launching private high-altitude platform stations, or HAPS, into this void. They are converting their volatile paper fortunes into unregulatable aerospace assets. They are establishing sovereign, persistent airships hovering silently at 65,000 feet. This is the official rise of the stratospheric secession, where the sky is no longer a shared public horizon, but a proprietary network. Those who control the stratosphere will control the ultimate routing of global capital. The legal boundaries of the physical nation-state are being systematically bypassed, replaced by a cold, calculated matrix of independent high-altitude platforms. The migration is silent, invisible, and completely out of reach. Chapter 2: Thermodynamics of Perpetual Flight. To achieve absolute persistence, the stratospheric platform requires an independent energy source, the ultimate fuel capable of maintaining structural station keeping for years. Traditional fossil fuels are dismissed as heavy, limited, and logistically dependent toys. They require continuous physical replenishment, pipelines, and constant sovereign maintenance. Today, those primitive energy frameworks are being completely bypassed by the elite. They are utilizing advanced, high-efficiency solar-plated skins, wrapping the entire airship, capturing intense, unfiltered ultraviolet radiation above the cloud layers. These private airships deploy closed-loop lithium-sulfur battery storage matrices underground, recharging fully during the long daylight hours, and powering electric thermal propulsion overnight. These systems utilize ultralight graphene envelopes that prevent gas diffusion, maintaining internal helium density indefinitely against intense atmospheric radiation. The power generated does not route through state-supervised infrastructure grids. It is injected directly into proprietary supercomputing rigs and optical laser terminals. Every watt harvested is protected from legislative taxes, energy audits, and carbon caps. When public cities suffer under state-regulated rolling power blackouts, these silent stratospheric enclaves remain perfectly, continuously operational. By possessing an independent thermodynamic power loop, the elite escape national grids. They establish an unassailable energetic sanctuary that no domestic law can touch. The graphene airship becomes the beating, solar-electric heart of the sovereign fiefdom, generating the processing power required to run autonomous data routing networks, and maintaining complete energetic continuity through any terrestrial collapse. This is not a temporary emergency transport vehicle. It is a permanent secession from the earthly energy monopoly of humanity. Chapter 3: Quantum Optical Meshing and Server Havens. Physical autonomy is meaningless without an absolute, cryptographic communication framework, a private informational boundary protected by an unyielding wall of lasers. But traditional fiber optic cables are inherently vulnerable to state interception, taps, and cuts. They represent a dangerous physical risk factor within terrestrial jurisdictions. To eliminate this vulnerability, the 0.1% are establishing orbital mesh networks, massive constellations of private, low Earth orbit satellites and stratospheric HAPS nodes, interconnected directly through unhackable, quantum-encrypted laser communication arrays. Optical neural networks immediately route and protect private financial data streams, bypassing all national internet firewalls, state deep packet inspection, and data tracking. These autonomous satellites operate on localized peer-to-peer networks, independent of state gateways. They transmit the digital wealth of the global elite through the vacuum of space. Secure laser terminals monitor and encrypt every single transaction in real time, scanning the global network with invisible, multi-spectrum quantum signals. The entire communication grid of the tech-feudal enclave becomes a sovereign dark network, where any state-level digital interception is immediately rendered impossible. This is the transition from public telecom grids to private orbital data havens. The elite no longer rely on national servers or public fiber networks for privacy. They possess their own private, automated monopoly on informational transmission, securing their digital assets behind an impenetrable wall of laser light. This is a communication strategy designed to withstand total state censorship, ensuring the dynasty's financial coordination remains completely untouched by public laws. Chapter 4: The Stratospheric Latency Advantage. To sustain this absolute informational dominance, the HAPS platform utilizes proximity, the physical advantage of operating closer to the Earth than orbital satellites. While low Earth orbit satellites orbit hundreds of miles above the planet, they introduce milliseconds of signal latency that degrade high-frequency trading speed. To eliminate this micro-delay, the elite utilize stratospheric airships at 20 kilometers, operating entirely within the lower stratosphere, just above commercial flight paths. These high-altitude stations achieve sub-millisecond data routing speeds, providing a 100 times processing speed advantage over traditional satellite arrays, operating day and night directly over the world's major financial capitals. Step inside these automated high-altitude server pods, and you will find only algorithms. No human operators, no biological errors, and no regulatory compliance delays exist. Every transaction sequence is mathematically optimized by predictive high-speed protocols, bypassing the entire terrestrial fiber network and regional exchange delays. They utilize direct line-of-sight laser relays to achieve absolute transaction speed, ensuring the fortress remains fully capitalized during global currency crises. This is not a commercial service designed to support public market trading. It is a highly calculated monopoly on high-frequency financial prediction. By decoupling from public telecommunications networks, Absolute Capital achieves market immortality, protecting its computational power from state-regulated trading freezes and network blackouts. The stratospheric station becomes a self-sustaining, high-speed node of economic command. Chapter 5: The Sovereign Sky State Reality. Energy, informational security, and financial latency are now completely secured. Absolute Capital claims total vertical immunity, bypassing the terrestrial definition of state. We are witnessing the official dawn of the sovereign sky state reality, where the 0.1% systematically abandon their legal national citizenship, decoupling permanently from public currencies, land-based taxation, and municipal courts. They no longer need the geographic protection of the nation-state, because their stratospheric infrastructure is vastly superior to any terrestrial system. These automated sky fiefdoms operate completely outside international maritime law and beyond the reach of terrestrial human rights conventions and national courts. Inside these floating independent platforms, proprietary algorithms manage all assets, while the general public remains stranded on the ground below, trapped within a hyper-regulated, collapsing, and highly taxed civilization. Subject to constant economic rationing, digital tracking, and state surveillance. The philosophical conclusion of this transition is terrifyingly clear. When Absolute Capital owns its own stratospheric generators and autonomous laser defense nodes, Power becomes permanently disconnected from the consent of the earthly governed. The hyper-elite no longer require a cooperative public society to protect their wealth. The exits are already fully powered, independent, and operational. The secure boundaries are guarded entirely by autonomous high-altitude systems. The age of the modern terrestrial nation-state is drawing to its final, quiet close, replaced by an unyielding matrix of private, sovereign stratospheric fortresses. Subscribe to future Prism Lab for the hidden thermodynamic mechanics of wealth.